Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day, and I promised we would wrap up, and I think I'm ready. On a practical level, because as I explained in the earlier clips that I recorded, that it's okay for a male body to have female tendencies, and vice versa, and even on a biology level, that the male could have estrogen, not could, every male does have estrogen, and every female does have testosterone. That's the way it works. Please go to your biology class for more information. When a child, if you have a little boy playing with dolls a lot, does girly stuff, leave it alone. Leave it alone. So many parents are I don't know where this came from, because a male has to like these colors, not these colors. I have parents that will say, that's not what you do, only girls do that. If you say that to a 3-year-old, to a 4-year-old, the damage is beyond what you could imagine. Forget about if they're going to want to change or not going to want to change. You basically told them, you're screwed up. Happens to be the one that said it might be screwed up because they lack knowledge. They lack knowledge that a boy could sew and a girl could play soccer. I'm sorry. The child usually will go through their phase and they will play with dolls. And even if it's not a phase, if they want girly stuff, hey, I'm 53 and I still like pink. And I'm planning to paint the front of my house when you come in pink, because I really, really love the color, especially when the sun shines and the windows are all open. It's beautiful. I'm 100% physically male, and yet I can be in both realms, which is beautiful. If you have your female that comes to you and say, I want to play soccer too, like my brother, go, really? Great. Let her play soccer. And I know this feels uncomfortable, so here I'll challenge you after this clip. Think about it. I know we all have concepts that we're brought up with, but challenge them. What is morally wrong for a girl to play soccer or baseball? I'm just reminded of a story. It was a shock in my life. It was in the 70s. I think I almost had a heart attack. Well, not really, but it almost feels like I had a heart attack. I remember remember where it was, in Montreal, where I was brought up in Van Horn. And I remember for the first time in my life, I saw a bus driver and it was a female. And I looked, I thought, yeah, there was a time in our life till the First World War that we thought only males could work. We never knew females could actually work. We never knew females could be CEOs of companies. We never knew that in certain areas within the professional business world, females are actually better than males. I never knew that a bus driver could be a female. So I remember I was a little kid, I don't know how old I was, 8 or 10, and I saw the female driver. I almost had a heart attack because in my mind, only males could be bus drivers. Well, if you believe it or not, our brains are still working like the 20s. Our brains are still working in a sense in the 1800s. We are still extremely narrow-minded to think that this is okay for a boy, this is not okay. Boys, men could always be externally men, but they could share the activities and it's fine. And females could do it as well. If it's not fine, please gently, in a nice way, teach me in the comments or connect to me. I would like to know why. What's wrong with a boy sewing? What's wrong with it? I know it's wrong. The only thing that I believe what's wrong is because you were like me, that was brought up, and like the rest of society that brought up that there's only a certain way. This is a boy, this is a girl. How many times did I see parents say, you don't play with dolls, that's for girls? Really? Where does it say that? Show me in the Bible. Show me in science. What's morally wrong with a boy playing with a doll? The moment a parent tells a child not to, but they have a feeling and there's nothing wrong with that feeling or executing that feeling, they are building up a huge resistance and there's a tremendous amount of damage. So the first thing is, let the girls do boy stuff, let the boy stuff girl stuff. Unless there's something outrageous that I didn't mention, that I didn't think about, well, we could talk about that. I don't think they could do everything. No, no, no. Girls cannot go to the boys' bathroom or vice versa. Okay, that's a time. I'm not even going to mention that because I don't want to waste my time with that. But the examples I gave, I think, is very simple. Thanks for listening. Have yourself a wonderful and delightful day. Please join me next week, for we're not done yet.